Hey there, and welcome to No Small Life, where we help you create a life you love no matter what you've walked through.
Your life is not small, and you don't have to live it that way any longer. We are Chris and Megan Ria, and today we're talking about how to resolve conflicts that have kept your life feeling small and insignificant. I'll never forget watching the movie Armageddon as a teenager.
Oh my gosh, we loved that movie so much.
So much. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, I am going to ruin the ending for you today.
It's fair.
You have had 24 years
Sorry,
to
guys.
see this movie, so if you haven't seen it by now, you're probably not going to anyway.
It's just not on your radar.
The plot of the movie is that a shuttle in outer space alerts NASA of a doomsday asteroid that's about to crash into the Earth and destroy the entire world. And the only way to stop it is to drill into the surface of this asteroid and detonate a nuclear bomb right in the center of it. So NASA trains the world's best drillers for the job, which happens to be Bruce Willis, aka Harry Stamper, and his team of low-life degenerates who become the last hope for all of humanity.
You know, real feel-good kind of movie, right? But honestly, weirdly, it actually is.
Yep, strange but true, and you'll see why. So this group of oil riggers land on this asteroid, and then the conflict begins. Because apparently, asteroids are unpredictable.
Who knew?
And with all the numerous unforeseen challenges,
Right.
therein lies the conflict.
The conflict.
In order to save the world, one person has to stay back and manually detonate the nuclear bomb, meaning one person will have to give their life to save all of humanity. And this leads to a powerful scene between Harry Stamper and his daughter, played by Liv Tyler,
Just
where he tells her he's not coming home. It's heart-wrenching to watch. I remember getting emotional watching it.
emotional. I cried buckets, you guys, in the theater, like embarrassing tears.
Yes, you did. But it also, what makes the movie great, because Harry Stamper, this normal guy, becomes the ultimate hero, sacrificing his life to save the entire world in the process. It's not the resolution we were rooting for, but it was a resolution that made this story believable and epic.
Just like a good movie like Armageddon has a conflict and a resolution, our lives have unexpected conflict, right?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you're going through an unexpected conflict right now. We totally get that. And sometimes we can resolve the conflict, and sometimes the conflict is out of our control. You know, you may know, Chris and I, we were high school sweethearts. We started dating at 16 years old. We were married at the ripe old age of 21. We bought our first cute little blue house, and then we started our careers as a young married couple, and life was going good. We both came, honestly, from great families. Our parents set us each up for success in our lives, and we're so grateful for that. And everything was working great until 25 years old, we faced our first major conflict. See, we decided to try to expand our family of two, well, three, if you count our amazing dog Gunther, which we totally did.
Of course.
Of course. But we realized that having kids was proving to be unexpectedly really challenging. And then after years of fertility treatments and specialists, and literally, you guys, if you've known this road, thousands of dollars spent with doctors, they told us there's nothing more we can do for you. And that conflict, that emotional turmoil, that conflict really, it crippled our lives for a season.
Really did.
It did. We went through every emotion. We ran the gamut. You know, why us? What's wrong with us? Are we being punished for some reason? Every emotion, we had it. And on top of that, we isolated ourselves. We took on this victim mentality. We were in pain, and so we made an identity out of our pain. Until one day we realized we really only had two choices to resolve this conflict in our lives. We could get bitter or we could get better. And we knew the process would not be easy, right? But we knew the choice was simple. We wanted to get better, and so we chose to get better.
In the face of real life conflict, there are really only two choices: getting bitter or getting better. And getting better takes some work. There's crucial lessons we learn in the process. And if you find yourself in a real life conflict, there's a process to break the chains that try and keep your life small. And here's what it takes. 1, rebuild your faith. And this includes our spirit and our soul. You see, the spirit is our relationship with God that can feel shattered at the time when you're going through a conflict. So learning to trust God and turn towards Him instead of away from Him can only be done when you get your soul healed. See, we like to shove our emotions down. I don't know about you, but I do, hoping that time will just heal the wounds. Well, time does put some distance between us and the trauma, but it's only when you face your demons head on and you deal with them that you truly become free. And that's what we did. Through counseling, inner healing courses, prayer, journaling, we were able to get healing for our soul and make peace with our new future. A different future, but still a good future.
The second is this: rebuild your relationships. See, when tough life situations happen, and friend, they will.
Yeah.
Right? It is so easy to isolate. It's so easy just to believe that nobody cares and no one understands what you're going through and just to lock yourself down. And friend, people care. And believing they don't is a total lie.
Total lie.
You know, when life happens, it just doesn't stop moving forward for any one of us. And once you realize that, once you can have grace for your people, you can choose to let them in. You can choose to allow them to step in and help you in the ways they can. It takes being intentional about cultivating relationships with people in your life that you genuinely love and who genuinely love you.
And the last thing is to rebuild our future. This is controlling what we can control and letting go of what we can't.
Yeah.
We can control what we eat and drink. We can control our finances. We can control the design of our homes. We can create hobbies that we enjoy doing. But it's important to be intentional about controlling what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Also, part of rebuilding our future is to create a new blueprint for our lives by turning our past pain into purpose.
Recently, we had an opportunity to meet a woman who has stage 4 cancer. And as she was going through radiation, she realized she had a choice. She could control what she could control and just choose to let go of what she couldn't. So in her journey, she decided to turn her pain into purpose. And she developed a line of lipsticks, named and worn depending on the mood she was feeling that day. If she was feeling courageous, she would wear a really bold lip color like fierce,
Right?
you know? Or if she was feeling sad or upset, she would wear glimmer, this one right here that I have on, to remind her to cling to hope. She ended up creating a whole line of new lipsticks. It's a beautiful company for women to wear depending on how they're feeling that day. And it also gives back to cancer patients. There isn't much you can control when you're going through stage 4 cancer. We get this, but we are so proud to know this woman who decided not to get bitter, but to get better and choose to turn her pain into purpose and better the lives of others in the process.
So what are the major conflicts in your past that have led you to this moment in life right now? Have you decided to let life make you bitter, or are you going to get better? Yes, there's a process, but the choice to begin is simple. We believe your life can be full and meaningful no matter what you've walked through, no matter what life throws your way.
100%.
Get healing for your soul. Become whole instead of shoving the pain down. Cultivate healthy relationships with the people in your community. Control what you can control. Let go of what you can't. And turn your pain into purpose. Chances are other people are walking through something similar to you. And what you've learned through the process of suffering can really help someone in the future. So what's the resolution to your conflict? What are you going to do to become the hero of your story? Because that's what you are. You are a hero. You play a crucial role in your story, and no matter what you walk through, you can live a life worth celebrating. So that's all we have for you today. Yes, this is an intense one, and I'm sorry.
No, we love you so much, and we believe in your story.
We definitely do. So if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, we would love to have you subscribe. Maybe share this video with someone you think could benefit from it. And we also want to let you know that No Small Life is a nonprofit organization run on the donations of people. If you'd like to donate, you can do so at nosmalllife.me. So have a great day, everyone, and remember, your life is not small. Get out there and live it to the full today.
Bye, guys.